Hey guys, how's it going? Mr. Horror here. Today is going to be a different kind of video. We're going to be doing the 1,000 subscriber Q&A. And I got a whole bunch of questions, about 130 right here, that I'm going to go through. And but first I want to talk about Kickstarter. Kickstarter, we only raised $25 out of the main goal. So I've taken the video down. I'm going to be taking the Kickstarter down. But thank you guys to everyone who donated. Thank you very much. And a special big thank you to _magic.boy_. His link's gonna be in the description. He personally donated to my PayPal $75, and I used that money to get a spirit box. If anybody has any donations that they want to do, my PayPal is in the description. But before you do that, go to my Instagram and DM me so I know it's you and I can give you a proper shout out. Any donation helps for the show. And with that $75, I went to Amazon.com and I got a SP7 spirit box. It works pretty well. But anything that you guys send me in, you will be updated on what I spend the money on and what I will buy with it. Not buying food or drinks or anything like that. It's all going towards equipment. And thank you guys very much. And thank you to all who donated. And I'm sorry we couldn't make our goal. For everyone asking why I sound so different during this video, I'm going to be using a different kind of mic. It's like a little handheld mic thing that I'm using. Also, here's some fan art from people on Instagram. If you guys want to submit your fan art, just DM me on Instagram at Mr. Horror _030. DM me the art and I'll show it on the next video. Who knows? But here's some of the art for the people who want to see. Alright, so I'm going to go down the list of the first one that I have is this one comes from W. Patton 3. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? A duck-sized horse, or the duck-sized horses. I would fight all of them, or at least try to. This one comes from Edgy Little Emo. What has been the scariest story you've heard, or the scariest experience that you've had? I haven't heard any really like scary stories that have like gotten me. But the most scariest experience like I've ever had was seeing a full body apparition with my cousin going into one of my younger cousin's bedrooms. It was like a shadow figure that walked past the doorway. That was really scary. What made you get into horror? From Aragon _410. I think the thing that got me into horror was I grew up watching like scary movies. Like my parents have told me several times like, we didn't think you were going to be a normal kid. And I'm like, what? And they were like, we caught you in the middle of the night one time watching Scream, the first one, in the dark, like in a really dark room when I was like 5 or 4. And I was like, damn, that's pretty I'm pretty cool. Adizia _Neil. I'm sorry if I pronounced you guys' names wrong. But she asks, how come you're so interested in horror? I'm interested in horror because I like the unknown. I like feeling scared. I like feeling like there's something like I can't do or can't fully understand. But I like I really like getting into like the unknown and stuff like that. Like the stuff that gives you chills is stuff that I really think it's like interesting. Like I love the unknown. I love paranormal, I love ghosts, I love Bigfoot, I love UFOs, I love conspiracy theories, I love fucking reptilian theories because they're so funny. This one comes from CJ Barrett 04, Where's Perry? This one comes from Beck _Fernando. What's your favorite horror movie? Halloween, the first one. Pedro the Hispanic asks, how'd you meet your boyfriend? I actually met him online, and then we Skyped for like a couple times, and then after a couple years of not being 18, I turned 18, and then he turned 18, and then I flew over there, and now we live together. What inspired you to do this? I just like the unknown, to be honest. Like, and I see a lot of horror channels that like they rely on clickbaity views and like all this shit to where it's like, oh, don't call fucking my dad at 3 a.m. Those fucking shitty ass challenges like J Station and now Guava Juice, which I have a future video coming out of YouTubers using the clickbait system and faking all this type of stuff, and it just pisses me off to see that like people are like faking stuff. I'm not trying to fake anything, and I want to get proof evidence so like I can show the skeptics that like this shit happens, the paranormal exists, you know. Zabiko.Michael asks, have you seen the Po Kepsky or Keepsy tapes? If not, are you willing to watch? I have not, actually. I've been wanting to look up into that since I saw that comment a day ago, and I have not seen or heard anything about it besides like this. I'll check it out certainly after this video, hopefully, if I remember. Another .soul asks, or underscore asks, are you in a relationship? Yes, I have a boyfriend. I am gay, for those of you who don't know, but he's cool. When I go ghost hunting, I'm gonna take him, and we're gonna record everything and try to capture evidence. If you guys would like to see that, donate my PayPal link in the description. Like if you pay, like we'll show you guys like what we're spending the money on, and I just want to like get a camera and just make my own paranormal ghost show. Number one underscore atheistic trash, I think that's how you say it, underscore. What's the creepiest nightmare you've ever had? I've had nightmares of like being back in school, and like paranormal dreams don't bug me, but being back in school bugs me because I hated school. School was like the lowest point in a lot of people's lives because school, you hate it. And now that I'm an adult, I realize that all you need to know from school is like adding and subtracting if you're gonna work a fucking fast food job or something like that. But like I hated school so much. Whenever I have nightmares about school, I like wake up in cold sweats. TJ underscore Wolf 483 asks, what's your favorite horror movie / book? My favorite horror book is the original Stephen King's It. I've listened to an audiobook on it like while I've like edited sometimes a while ago, like 3 years ago. And my favorite horror movie is still and always will be the original Halloween. But if I had a close runner-up, it would be The Collection or the Saw series. Skull underscore Queen 17 asks, what are you? Carol underscore Albatross asks, are you emo? I don't think I am. I wear a lot of black. I listen to metal music. I also listen to like weird music. I just wear a lot of black because black's one of my favorite colors, and black looks good on everybody, but I don't think I am. Oof underscore legend asks, what state do you live in? The state of mind. Claude Copter asks, any recommendations for horror games, movies, and shows? For horror games, The Forest on Steam, along with a horror movie that I really liked growing up was the original Poltergeist, the first Halloween movie. For horror shows, American Horror Story for one. All seasons are good. For documentaries that are on YouTube, it's a good it's like a movie length style. Watch the documentary on Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy. I'm finishing those currently. I finished Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm like still halfway done with Ted Bundy, and then I took a break from Ted Bundy and watched some John Wayne Gacy. But they're all really good. I really like learning about serial killers and stuff like that. Smitch underscore Smithy asks, what's the scariest thing that happened to you? It was about 2 or 3 days after I graduated 8th grade with 1 point because I was a slacker. I was sitting in my bedroom. This is a long time ago, so I was on Uvu. If you guys know what Uvu was, back when it was like a phone app, now you can't get it on iOS. I don't know if it's there for Android, because I don't have an Android, but I'm sitting there, and then I have two big dogs with me, and I'm the only one home. My dad's at work, my mom's at church, my grandma's at church, and my brother's at church, and all the lights are off, my door's shut, my light's on. I started hearing like pitter-patter, like running in the in the hallway. I open up my door, and the hallway light's on, and my bathroom door's slowly opening. My dogs go out, and they're growling at nothing, and then they go towards the opposite door adjacent from my bathroom, and they start like growling at it, and then like I go into the room, I get my dogs, I feel so scared and sick, like I'm actually like crying at this point, and then my door handle started jiggling like very violently. That was I think the scariest thing that happened to me. My haunting used to be a lot more extreme, but since I moved, it's not too bad. We get like shadows every now and then, and knocking and stuff like that, and cold spots, but it's nothing as crazy as it used to be a long time ago. Jai 36, I'm so sorry if I butcher your name, man. When did you start your channel, and who can fear you? I started my YouTube channel I think 2 years ago, and I started my Instagram page 2 years ago, and you all can fear me. No, don't. But yeah, I grew those channels, and I'm glad I hit 1,000 subscribers, and thank you all so very much. I'm Ethan Garcia asks, have you ever crapped yourself when you saw something so scary? No, but I've actually been in the aftermath of shitting and then getting scared. When I was very young, I was like, I think 8 or 9. I didn't know that my dad had a Texas Chainsaw Mask that he borrowed from a friend, and he got my my toy chainsaw that I had from like when I was a kid, and like I got done using the restroom, dropping a number 2, and I get out, and then my dad is in like the mask, and then he has the chainsaw, and he's like up in my face, he's like, "Brr!" And I just remember screaming like a girl. But I've never been so scared I shit myself. I've been scared in the aftermath of shitting, if that answers your question. Big Stabby Boys ask, I love the picture by the way. Who would win, Michael versus Jason? Jason's more supernatural, so I think Jason would win, but I would still vote for Michael even if he didn't win. Thoughts on creepypastas, which ones are your favorite? My thoughts on creepypastas, they've kind of become like a meme the past like couple, like 2 or 3 years. I've unsubscribed from all the creepypasta stuff. I like seeing horror videos. I don't like listening to stories. That's why I want to post videos on my channel and not like these like scary stories like, oh, Slenderman and Ticket Toby were in a bedroom fucking or something. I don't know, but I don't really like creepypastas anymore like I used to. I used to be obsessed with them. But my favorite creepypasta, definitely the original Slenderman. All Jeff the Killer stories I liked. I like Smile Dog a lot, and The Devil's Game. If you guys haven't seen The Devil's Game, I would recommend it. Cactus_Studios asks, have you seen Silent Hill? If so, what are your thoughts about it? If you're talking about the games, I like the games, but some of the mechanics and stuff in the games are kind of bad. Like, I don't think Silent Hill's a Wii game, but I watched my boyfriend play Silent Hill 2, because I was kind of scared to play it. But I like Silent Hill 2 a lot. It's really good. We have it for, we had it for PS2. But if you're talking about the movies, I love the first movie. The first movie was very strong, and the second movie was pretty good. It kept me interested in the creep factor, and I'm really glad that they utilized the dolls and stuff like that. It was pretty scary. I like them though. Aaron_Hardesty underscore asks, have you even seen a ghost yourself? I have. I've seen a full body apparition of like a guy with like a really dark face, like not like black or brown or anything like that, but like the face of like a shadow person, like seeing like a shadow, and it had like little like white eyes, like you can like barely see, and then it was just in like a bright white suit. I saw it once in California, and then on my way to Texas, I saw it again on the train, which was really scary. What made you start everything about horror? I think the thing that made me start it was my interest, and then it slowly grew into an obsession and a paranormal attachment that was given to me when I was 12. Not like given to me like on purpose or anything like that, but like I had like a lot of paranormal shit happening when I was like 12, and then like stuff's just been happening like ever since. So I think it might be an attachment, but I don't know for sure, so don't take my word on it. But it's followed me from 4 states, if that makes sense. Seabass_54 asks, what paranormal story has made you feel the most fearful? I would say the Exorcist house story or the Amityville horror house story, or that place Ghost Adventures went to, Bobby Mackey's music house or studio or something like that. That's pretty scary. I'm sorry if I was just adjusting myself with the mic. This one comes from Minjay. Do you ever fear creepy stories coming to you after you find them? Creepy stories you found? No, not really. Sorry, I'm just fixing my mic. But I don't really get scared from the stories that I read. I'm really interested in them, but nothing like too fucking crazy, you know what I mean? What is the first horror movie you saw? I think the first horror movie I saw was either Halloween or Scream. I remember watching The Omen a lot. Actually, I think the first horror movie I saw was the original It. Actually, no, it was Scream. Alana asks, opinions on Ticket Toby movie. I don't think it would work, because Ticket Toby's still, like, killable. Like, all you gotta do is, like, shoot him or stab him, because he's, like, still loses blood from, like, what I've learned on him. He just can't feel pain, which, I mean, you're basically making, like, a kid's version of Michael Myers, which shouldn't be made. Luke_2018 asks, what's your age? My birthday is October 30th, 1998. You figure it out. Callum Smith, 2004, asks, when do you predict on the video of this to be out, and do you have Snapchat? The video is going to be out today. It'll be up on screen. Here you go. It's up on screen. And no, I don't have Snapchat. I hate Snapchat. I don't think it's good. Sauce and the Boss. I love the picture. What motivated you to post stuff like this? Honestly, my motivation comes from you guys. You know, I love that people are interested in what I have to share with you guys, and I love that you guys are also into horror, and that motivates me. I haven't been motivated to post much videos lately because just like stuff in personal life, but I'm getting back into it slowly, and I've been drawing more, so go check out my drawing Instagram page if you want to see some disgusting art or some really gay art. Fill your head with lead. By the way, I really like your picture. It's fucking awesome. Where do you get all these? I get them from the internet, but I like to share them with you guys because I really think it's worth it, you know? 30 minutes of class left asks, would you rather witness the birth of the universe or the death of the universe? I would rather witness the birth so I could personally stop that argument, which came first. I'm not saying, like, I believe in the paranormal, and I believe that there's a higher power, but I would actually personally like to see if it was God that made the universe firsthand, or if it was the Big Bang that made the universe, you know? So I'd rather see the birth, and that might be really beautiful at one point, you know? Colin Smith, 2004, asked another question. So you're LGBTQ, right? If so, then when did you find out, and when did you come out, and did you come out, and when? Love your content. Thank you. I started getting feelings in junior high, and I was like, I don't think this is bad. And then I mainly got used to it in middle school, and I was like, I had like a girlfriend, and like it was a middle school girlfriend, so like you don't really like I didn't even hold hands. I was like so just like weirded out. I was like, I don't feel happy, you know. And then I came out 2017, and 2017 I also moved in with my amazing boyfriend. But it was hard to come out, because then you got so many things of like, what are they gonna say, what are they gonna think? But I don't think anybody should think like that. Like, now that I've done it, I've been a much more happier person, to be honest. And just not even like a gay thing, just like be yourself. If people don't like who you are, or don't like what you want to represent in yourself, then you don't need people like that in your life, you know what I mean? Alright, before I get too deep, I'm gonna go to the next question. Remedy atheistic? I really think that says atheistic. I hope I'm reading that right. I'm very dyslexic and like illiterate.
Aesthetic.
What 3 things make you cringe? Jake Paulers and low gangsters. They make me cringe, like, a lot. I hate people that publicly like record people and like put them in awkward situations. People who are anarchists or social justice warriors, because they want to feel entitled to something. Ray the Penguin asks, if you could choose any horror movie to be in, which would it be and what would you do in it? Halloween, I would be Michael Myers and I would kill everyone. Next question. Eye of the Fallen asks, you know what, I've never done this before, but fuck it. Who's your favorite serial killer and why? Okay, my favorite serial killer is the Zodiac Killer. He evaded police. He even like fucked with them, like on a personal level. Like he knew who was after him. He was never caught. But I do have a feeling I know who it is. If you watch the movie The Zodiac with Jake Gyllenhaal, it's fucking amazing. You should check it out. It's pretty good. But he was never caught. He evaded police, and he sent them letters, and like if you didn't post it on the news, like the head of the news, because he wanted publicity, that he would kill people. It was fucking sweet. Or not in the sense of like that, but in the sense of like he knew what he was doing the entire time. Kaku Jai03 asks, can you explain the difference between the powers of Annabelle the doll and Chucky? Annabelle was a haunted doll, but she was haunted. Chucky the doll was a guy named Charles Lee Ray who, after getting in a gunfight with police officers, he transferred his soul into a doll, and then he became the living doll. I haven't seen any of the Annabelle movies, but I know a lot about Annabelle. So she has a demon in her. Chucky just has a person who transferred his soul into the body and is trying to find a way out. So like he would take Andy and try to put his soul in his soul, and there's huge differences. But I like that question a lot, and I was like, how can I come up to this? And I was like, oh yeah, I watch horror movies. Fabian Ortega asks, what made you want to start the YouTube videos? I really love your videos. Oh, thank you, man. It means a lot. I think I wanted to start making YouTube videos because I wanted to start doing what my heroes do. One of my heroes being Scare Theater and Sir Spooks. And Blame It on George, too. He's really good, too. They post stuff on, like, scary stuff from scary videos, and they do, like, analyses. And I was like, I want to do that. But I also want to do ghost hunting and just paranormal research in general with my stuff. And I kind of want to do what they did, so I just started a YouTube channel with the proper motivation. I just want to say a big thank you to those guys who got me into this. And they're my inspiration, and you guys are my big inspiration because you guys watch my videos. Soft Lolly asks, are you okay? No. Woofy Woofer Woofs asks, have any IRL paranormal stories? Me and my boyfriend were laying down one time, ready to go into bed, and then he saw like this little like kid in like the corner of the room, and then I looked over and I saw it, and then we freaked out. We turned on the lights. We went downstairs. We were sitting down trying to play video games. Like he was trying to play Metal Gear Solid 4 just to like get it like out of his business or out of his mind and out of his head. And then we started hearing a rabbit that our roommates had freak out like it was being fucking killed or something. Like it was like it sounded like it was in pain, and we were freaking out. And then no air's on at all. We had this Dawn bottle that was in a basket on top of the kitchen counter, and that Dawn bottle apparently lifted out and fell right to the floor. It wasn't tossed, it just fell. Like it got lifted out of the basket and then just dropped. And we stayed up most of that night. Potato Cammy asks, have you heard theories that when the last star goes out and the universe dies, it goes into an endless nothingness? I haven't, but that's fucking scary. The Kool-Aid Child asks, if you made a horror movie / book, what would the inspiration be? I've actually thought of making a movie if I had the equipment. It's gonna be like the point of view from the serial killer, and it's not gonna be like a Jeffrey Dahmer thing. It's not gonna be like a Ted Bundy remake or anything like that. It's gonna be this normal everyday person, a little bit like American Psycho, but he knows what he's doing. Like, and he's more like in depth, just shows on what he does, what he goes through. But it's gonna be like a different thing. Like it's gonna be like how Ted Bundy and like the other serial killers, they went through some traumatic experience. This person has a fresh start. This person had a happy childhood. This person just wanted to kill. That's what I wanted to make. Orlando Ma asks, how many people have you killed? 28,000, so just enough to match up with my Instagram followers. The Crazy Cats Crafts asks, like, you guys' names sometimes are tongue twisters. It's annoying. If you had to choose one horror movie / game / book to be a character in, whether you die or not, what would you choose? I would be Jason from the Friday the 13th video game so I can glitch out and and just be a really bad game in title, or a bad game in general. What is your favorite horror story, real or fake? I really like. I made a post about this, about black-eyed children. There's a page that I follow. They post daily. They talk about black-eyed children a lot and how like black-eyed children have lived in there, and some of the stuff's really compelling. And I'm kind of scared that there are black-eyed children. You're not supposed to let them in because they're like demons or something. But the thought of it just makes me uncomfortable, because like if I saw a kid like that, or if I saw any kid like late at night trying to like ask if they could use my phone, I would probably hit them or call an officer. Real Cole Freer asks, what's your sexuality? Rainbow flag emoji. Chai Esquire 117 asks, have you ever had a near-death experience? I haven't, but one time I was at a park on a swing set, and I was on my chest on the swing set, like doing the Superman style thing on the swing set, and I slipped, and then I hit my chest, and I've never had the wind knocked out of me when I was like I was so young, I didn't know what that was, and I thought that was my body actually shutting down and dying, so I was on the floor like I thought I was actually dying. This one comes from Emily X25, or yeah, X250 or 250. Biggest fear. My biggest fear is, I would honestly say, like, something that like honestly creeps me out is probably being alone in the dark and hearing like strange sounds. Like if I was like alone in like a dark like place I've never been before, and like my light died or something, I would probably have a really like serious panic attack and probably die right there. Abus 28901 says, do you believe in the afterlife? I believe that there's something out there. Yeah, I believe that there's something. If there's obviously like paranormal activity and shit like that happening, I'm pretty sure there's got to be more to it than we know, you know? Jasmine 111204 says, would you go ghost hunting in cemeteries or even at all? I have, but sadly we didn't catch anything. We just got like odd feelings and stuff. But I do plan on going to a ghost hunting, or I plan on starting my ghost hunting show, which you guys can now do by donating to the Patreon. Link in the description below if you want to donate and see me go to a ghost hunting place. Ballistic Donutty asks, what is your favorite kind of spirit? The ones that don't cause you harm, if that makes sense. Scariest moment in my life, probably coming out of the closet. Sassy Neymontry asks, who or what gave you the thoughts of starting a YouTube channel? I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I was like, what can I base it on? What can I fucking do? And boom, it was like, what do you love? What have you always loved since you were a kid? And it's like, oh, I love scary shit. So it was like, okay, start a scary channel. And I think I'm doing okay so far. What is the creepiest horror you came across? Probably that's anything that has like possessed dolls. Like you have Robert, you have Annabelle, you have that weird fucking goblin doll. Oh, and there's one called like Pepe or something like that. It's like a doll. I'll put the pictures on screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I know the name isn't like Pepe the doll or something, but it's like P something. It's like a French name. Zach Teal asks, would you take $1 million up front once or $1,000 every month for the rest of your life? I would take $1,000 a month because I'm gonna keep having cash inflow coming in, so I can still have a job but still have that extra $1,000 every month. And if I get $1 million, I'll end up spending it before I'm 60. Leah Spams asks, would you ever date a follower/subscriber? If so, why or why not? Love your content, XX. No, because I'm already in a relationship, and before you guys ask, he's great. Black Race Wrangler asks, do you believe that if they are real, aliens, ghosts, and Bigfoot, are they all connected somehow? Why or why not? I don't think that they're all connected, but I think that they're all connected in the sense of they're paranormal and people want to believe, and then you have the skeptics, so you can do like a contrast and compare to like, are they mythical, are they real, are they just like some shit that's supposed to scare the shit out of you? But I think they're real, because Bigfoot's just a big old monkey. Ghosts are just dead people that still haven't passed on, and I'm pretty sure that we're not alone in the universe. I'm pretty sure there's aliens. I'd love to meet an alien. Mentrol Mentos asks, I think that's menthol, Mentos, asks, how many scary movies have you seen so far? All of them. No, I've seen a bunch in my fucking lifetime. I've seen over 2,000 horror movies, I think. I've seen a lot of bad scary movies too, like just ones that you just fucking laugh at. That one Phantom asks, what's your number one regret in life? That I didn't do this channel sooner. That's my one regret, because it started about 2 years ago. Decepticon Nitro asks, Are you a teen or an adult? I'm an adult, because I can eat ice cream in the morning. That's what makes me an adult. N. DeLeo16 asks, what's your favorite horror movie remake? Favorite horror movie remake? I like the remake of Halloween, and I also like the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacres, even though like all of them are like a remake. I like those. J.H.65 asks, what genre of music do you like? Like, what are your favorite bands and musicians? I've been listening to a lot of Jack Staber. He's really good. I love his band. It's like I've gotten to do it like the past 2 or 3 months, and I've just been playing it non-stop on my my YouTube. So I'll throw his band. It's called Pop Food. Check him out. It's fucking awesome. Another band I like Rob Zombie, Slipknot. Some songs from Mushroom Head. I like My Chemical Romance too. I've been listening to them a lot, like getting like back into listening to like old stuff that I used to listen to. Caleb Plush asks, what do you look like? I look like this. I'm slightly autistic asks, how long did it take you to gain this many followers? It took me about a year to gain that many followers. Nandini Shaw727 asks, how did you start making horror videos and post? I started 2 years ago with my account that I was just spamming with like little scary stuff on my Instagram, and then because I wanted like my YouTube to have it too, so I started up my YouTube first 2 years ago, and then I started up my Instagram the same time, like the same like month or so that I started it, and then I started posting there, and I started posting my Instagram, and then I got to the point to where I just didn't want to post anything because I was like, nobody's gonna see these, nobody's gonna fucking like my post or anything like that. And then I picked it up 2017 or something like that, and then I started posting more and stuff. And people started seeing it, people started liking it, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep doing this, I fucking love it. Renabshire, I hope I'm saying that, 23. What's your favorite horror story? I actually really like Harold from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I really like that one a lot. Sashi907 asks, have you ever thought about how serial killers think or how they function knowing what they're doing? I know a lot of them are very conscious on like stuff that I've read, like Ted Bundy tried to blame it on pornography, like hardcore pornography, but he was actually just a fucking shark on the water, and everyone he killed was a fucking guppy, so he knew what he was doing, so I guess it's all just like in like them lying to themselves. I don't know how to explain it. Drago Shafter asks, why do you like horror stories like these? However, they're really good. I like horror stories like these because they make you think. They're like, oh, some could be true, some could be not, you know, I don't know exactly. I just like them because they're interesting. The Lazy Guy asks, how did it strike your mind to start reviewing these paranormal activities and further sharing them via Instagram and YouTube? Love your work, by the way. It just started with a passion, and then I haven't been posting in a while and stuff because of like some stuff in my personal life, but you guys have been like making me go in and go out of just like posting constantly, and I want to post more and have better content for you guys. So it's actually all thanks to you guys. And I recently hit 1,000 subscribers, and that's what this video is about, so thank you guys. Make the Neo spin-off real asks, what's your opinion on ritual games? For example, the Midnight Game, this hide and seek alone challenge. I tried Charlie Charlie as a game ritual, and Charlie Charlie does not work. I tried for an actual hour. I didn't get anything. I didn't even get any like bad vibes or anything. I want to try to see if the Midnight game ritual is real. I want to try hide and seek alone. If you guys donate to my my Patreon, and I do get much better equipment, I will be doing challenges at 3 a.m. that are like this. Chai Esquire 117 asks, have you ever been in a few haunted places and actually saw something? The only haunted places I've been to was my aunt's house, my old house, my current apartment, and my grandma's house. But yeah, I've seen some shit. Oakley the Amazing asks, have you ever used a Ouija board and or performed an exorcism? I've not performed an exorcism, and I will never touch a fucking Ouija board. Don't ask anymore. Salty Churro immediately asks afterwards, interested in Ouija boards? No. I have no interest in them. Salty Churro asks again, what days do you post? I post on Instagram once every 5 hours, and then on YouTube I want to be posting at least once every 2 weeks. Nerdy Spider-Man asks, how time-consuming are your videos? They take a couple hours, I would say, just to a couple hours to like get the lines, like this video. Right now I'm currently at like 1 hour of recording, just audio, and then I have to go and record and edit for like another hour or two just to get everything right, and I have to go find all the pictures that I'm posting up here on screen, and then I have to post them there. So it's gonna be about maybe 3 or 4 hours total. And then render time, where I have to fucking get it uploaded and shit.
and get all the finalized details and stuff. So maybe 4 hours. Dead Shadow asks, how do you get people to come to your videos? Well, I started getting back on Instagram first before I did YouTube stuff again. So I got this huge following of Instagram followers, and then I just send them over to my my YouTube in my bio. S_Rinaldi18 asks, have you ever met any demons? No, and I wouldn't like to. Ballarus Art Gallery asks, how many funny paranormal experiences have you had? I've had one. I've heard this thing about like if you pretend not to care, then the spirits will get like upset with you. I had a bottle of water in my kitchen that was sitting there on like very like side of the table or the kitchen counter, and I'm laying on the couch, and then I just see the fucking the water bottle fly across the room. And then I'm like, oh man, I put that really too close to the edge. I gotta go pick it up. And I tried to be like not scared. But I laughed it off afterwards, but it was still fucking terrifying. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. It's Meyer Rings. They ask, what does the 030 in your username stand for? That's the face I make when I come across something scary, if that makes sense. Yowie Cookie asks, what would you do if something creepy / paranormal stuff happened when you were if you were in an abandoned building? I would actually hope that something creepy would happen in an abandoned building. As long as it's not physical people, as long as it's like the see-through people that I want to catch on camera, the ghosts. Love Menu 7 asks, have you ever tried to play a paranormal game? I tried Charlie, but that is a hoax. That fucking game does not work. Anyone who's said that it has, I really doubt them, and I'm really skeptical on that game. I even tried recording the Charlie thing, and then like I got nothing. For 2 hours, I got nothing. It was just annoying. It was just a huge waste of time. Callum CMB asks, how long have you been doing YouTube and Instagram? For about 2 years for both of them, actually. My God, you guys had so many questions. And by the way, you guys, thank you for the question. And all the repeat questions I will put right here, so you guys can see all of you guys. If I didn't answer your question, that's because they were repeat, and I'm sorry because I didn't want to answer and repeat myself like several times. I just want to say, donate to my Patreon. It's for my ghost hunting show. If you don't want to donate to my Patreon, you want to like donate directly, I also have my PayPal account link in the bottom of the description below. Also, check out my second channel. I'm not posting stuff there currently right now because I'm waiting for other stuff to get sorted out. It's all super secret surprise stuff. I might start drawing on that channel too, because you guys seem to like my drawing page. Follow my my drawing page at Mr. Horror Draws on Instagram. Description will be the link will be in the description. Also follow my actual Instagram so you'll be aware next time I ask a question and want to get you guys' answers and your feedback. I went through about 130 questions and they were good ones. Thank you guys. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and leave your own scary stories in the comments below. And we'll see you in the next one.